What's good with you? Man, did y'all see this right here? The Native Americans received 31 billion under Biden administration, but zero for the black community that voted for him. Same Joe that was saying you ain't black if you don't vote for me. What has he done for you? People always trust those guys, man. Those guys ain't nothing but clowns. They're clowns, they're liars. You know, that's why they were lawyers at one point. Man, 31 billion. But we out here in the ghettos. We in the straight hood. But they about to be living in mansions and everything now. These people are already at one point getting close to $250,000 yearly. Depending on, I believe it was some certain tribes, but they were getting $250,000. And this was maybe a little bit more than 10 years ago. But that's decent money on a yearly. 250,000. You don't have to work at that point. But for us, what we get? We get God. We get God every time. We can't win for losing.
You know, you really have to give credit where credit is due concerning the way in which the United States government, in conjunction with the mainstream media, has done such a thorough job in convincing black Americans that demanding legislation that is exclusively for black Americans is somehow divisive. Reparations? A comprehensive black agenda that exclusively benefits black Americans? Why, that'll rip the country apart. We're already a divided nation as it stands. What about immigrants that arrived here over the last 50 years? They didn't oppress you. You know, you're not the only ones that face discrimination in this country. And let's not forget about the most terrifying reason and excuse of them all for why this is so divisive: the white backlash. Even Obama deemed reparations a non-starter due to white resentment. Those were his exact words. Yet it's funny how white resentment and all the other excuses that I just stated never seems to play a role when it comes to why nothing gets done for other groups. Legislation, resources, and financial set-asides on the basis of race is only divisive when we're talking about doing it for black Americans.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people? No.
Some will even go as far as to call it unconstitutional. Meanwhile, as you can see on the screen right in front of you, the Senate passes largest investment in Native programs in history, more than $31 billion heading to Native communities. And this comes from the United States Committee on Indian Affairs. U.S. Senator Brian Schatz, chairman of the Senate Committee on Indian Affairs, helped secure more than $31.2 billion in dedicated funding for tribal governments and Native communities, comprising the largest investment in history for Native programs. The new funding will deliver.
It's crazy, right? They're about to live it up. They're about to live it up. Crazy world we living in. Let's see who else getting paid. The same people that stole your identity. Those people. These fake Holocaust people. Now they done got over more than 70 billion since 1952. They coming off and they still getting it. Everybody that did us in, they're getting the payoff. They all get the payoff. It's really crazy. All the people that pretended to be you, the imposters. I can't make it up.